Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
Who took home the most awards last night at the Emmys? Well, last night were the 75th Emmy Awards, and a lot of people were like, wait a second, there's a lot of awards happening. We had the Golden Globes last week, and then the Critics' Choice Awards on Sunday, and we had the Emmys yesterday, too. Like, why is this all happening? Well, the Emmys were actually originally scheduled for September and had to get rescheduled due to the SAG-AFTRA strike, because if we don't have writers, how are we going to have bad jokes from Joe Coy about Barbie? And so 2 shows took home the most awards last night. Tying with 6 each was Succession and The Bear.
Such a good show, Succession.
Both of them are.
Yes, chef. And then Beef followed close behind with 5 wins. So those were the top winners last night. And Anthony Anderson was the host, and he was so funny. I guess there's like this ongoing joke about people just going on way, way too long at the Emmys and not knowing when to wrap up their speeches. So he recruited his mom to cut people off when their speeches went too long.
Tonight, we're giving out 27 awards. That means 27 acceptance speeches. So, I'd like to ask you all to keep those speeches tight. Now, normally on award shows, we do what's called playoff music, which everyone tends to ignore. This year, I've got something that nobody can ignore. My mama. Now, tonight, my mama she is going to be the Emmys playoff mama. Now, when you see my mama coming, just thank Jesus and your family and wrap it up.
So she was sitting right up front, and I think everyone thought, like, oh, what a funny joke. Like, there's no way she's going to interrupt people in the middle of their speeches. Ha-ha! So Jennifer Coolidge was the first person to face her wrath because she just went a little bit too long, and Mama Doris had to stand up with a sign that said, cut it off, Jennifer.
Paulo, Francesco, and Bruno, thank you. I know I'm getting wrap it up. Okay, yes, okay.
Baby.
Yes, and
I love you, baby, but time.
Okay, guess what? One more thing. I love you too. I just want to say one thing.
Okay,
one last thing. I had a little dream in my little town, and everyone said it was impractical and that it was far-fetched, but it did happen after all, so don't give up on your dream. Thank you. It was good.
So John Oliver was actually determined to get cut off by Mama Doris. So he's like, I'm going to stand up here as long as possible until she says something to me.
I am not leaving without getting played off by Anthony Anderson's mom, so I'm going to start reading off the names of the Liverpool football team. In goal, Alisson Becker. Then you got Trent Alexander-Arnold. Then you got Virgil van Dijk, obviously. Oh, she's not here. I can get through the whole team then.
Baby!
I would like to thank Jesus and my family. Thank you.
Okay.
That's funny.
I thought it was really cool too what they did with the reunions in honor of the 75th Emmys.
Oh yeah, I saw that the Martin Lawrence show, they all got together and they were kind of poking fun at the fact that, they had a super long running show and never once won an Emmy.
So they did a bunch of different reunions. Martin was one of them. Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Ally McBeal, American Horror Story, Grey's Anatomy.
Wow.
Like Izzy came back out. So I'm looking at all these the photos and some of the clips online, and I was like, that was really cool. They did that.
That is cool.
Yeah. There was one acceptance speech that nobody was going to cut off because she did such an incredible job. She had such an impassioned speech. Niecy Nash won Outstanding Supporting Actress in an anthology series for Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and through tears, she actually decided to thank herself.
You know who I want to thank? I want to thank me. For believing in me and doing what they said I could not do. And I want to say to myself in front of all you beautiful people, go on, girl, with your bad self. Finally, I accept this award on behalf of every black and brown woman who has gone unheard yet over-policed, like Glenda Cleveland, like Sandra Bland, like Breonna Taylor. As an artist, my job is to speak truth to power, and baby, I'm gonna do it to the day I die. Mama, I won!
Wow, I got chills. That was good.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to accept an award after that, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to.
Don't worry about it.
Mama Doris can accept it on my behalf. Yeah, I would follow Niecy Nash into war. That was so empowering. Also, Elton John, he wasn't at the ceremony, but he did join the EGOT club. He is now the 19th person to win not only an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, but also a Tony as well. So shout out to you, Elton John. All right, she just passed away last year, and her team already has a release date for her memoir. I'll tell you when Lisa Marie Presley's book is coming out on your next eBuzz on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.